Well, the U-2 started out in 1955-ish time frame. The primary purpose is intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. We are the eyes and the ears of a nation.
The U-2 is different because every step of the way is a challenge. When you take off, it's like riding a rocket. It's something that's undescribable. Up at altitude, you're higher than any other thing in the air, but the main challenge is below 10 feet. That's why they call it the Dragon Lady. Completely unique. There's no other plane in the world that has the same flying characteristics as the U-2.
Everything is exponentially harder when you're in a spacesuit. Put yourself in a sleeping bag, put oven mitts on your hands and a fishbowl on your helmet, and then go sit in the closet for 10 hours. And you'll get close to the experience. But that said, the closet doesn't have nearly the view. We can fly up to 70,000 feet, and it's really because they saved any kind of weight they could. And so you don't have your normal landing gear. For us, we come down and we have to basically hold it at about 2 feet and then try to stall it. If you stall that airplane from 4 feet, you're probably going to bend something. You stall it from 6 or 10 feet, you're really going to break something.
It's elbows, hands, feet, everything's working together just to keep the plane going straight and landing on the runway.
So having that car there is really a safety check for us to make sure we're not, dropping in a plane that has $250 million worth of sensitive sensors on there.
You need cars with a lot of power because depending on the airfield we're at, you may only have a 100-yard run-in to get to the runway. So if you have a car that takes, a good quarter mile or a mile to get up to speed, by that point, the plane would be so far down the runway, it would be impossible to give accurate calls to the pilot.
A lot of times it's not just top-end speed, but you want to be able to catch up if you do it wrong.
There's about 15 to 20. Call it 10, 8.
You're sitting at the end of the runway, you're checking the plane's configuration, things like making sure his gear is down, he's in a safe position to land. And at that point, you're waiting to just join up on him.
Call it 10, 8, 6, 5.
So you've got the radio in one hand, you've got your hand on the steering wheel and your foot on the gas.
And from that point, we're talking him down with the radio, having him hold the plane at 2 feet. From there, he'll touch tail wheel first and touch down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, engine.
Since I was a kid, I'd always wanted to fly high, wanted to try to go into space. To me, this was the next best thing. Even if you just fly it once at altitude, it's something that the majority of the world will never do. You're one of the 3 or 4 highest people in the world at that point. That feeling never gets old.